Um, Welcome to another episode of I guess the Minecraft video journal. Um, so the goals for today, at least in Minecraft, I've got more enough time to do the normal 1 hour. So we're gonna um, try and get iron tools, maybe diamond, um, finish our house, and I think that's it. We're also gonna start with lighting things up a bit. Okay, this there, one there. Okay, so I guess start with the usual section of my day and how that's going. Um, Let me switch setting real quick. Okay, so first section of today, I guess I can um I've met yesterday. I did manage to go to bed at a decent time at midnight, Iron at midnight, and so that means that I will be able that emerald, how rare. Um, so that does mean that I will be able to um start my schedule sooner than I expected. And the schedule that I'm talking about has is going to be moved up, um, as in moved earlier than before to go to bed um at I think what 10 now at 10, and so that I can get a nice 8 hours and wake up at 6. Um, All that does sound miserable for the first few days. Hopefully, my body will be able to adjust, and so I can the things on my schedule like going on a morning run, and so um energy wise today that felt great because well, I felt great for a bit, like right after the run. I made breakfast, prepped some food for the week, which I made ground pork, not ground pork, ground beef with um garlic. Just put it all into a pan, then prepped like four uh of the like 32-ounce containers of like the plastic ones. um and that's going to be put in a variety of things, add enough protein for the day. But other than that, I've been focused today really on working on my games. um I've managed to not managed, but I'm like slowly getting the hang of coding in Godot, and um that's been interesting. I've also been fixing bugs on my idle game and working that towards next version. uh Although I think, yeah, and then once Nude got around, I think the big problem with the schedule happens, where I I should go get the iron back in my base. Um, Remember I smelted it yesterday. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, let's go get that. But I got around to like 2 p.m. and oh my god, was I sleep. I had to constantly go to the bathroom and splash water on my face so I didn't fall asleep. Um, and then at around 2:30, I was like, I it was so bad that I set an alarm for 45 minutes and took a quick nap, which I think helped a lot when I woke up. I felt a little groggy because you always do after an afternoon nap like that, but um, I think the rebound was pretty good though. So if anyone is also trying to an earlier sleep schedule, or just general life cycle, I think they'd understand that um the first few days are the hardest, most miserable rather. um Flashback, I forget. Um, and so yeah, uh, this shield for the mines, because I'm not trying to die to 10 million skeletons. Don't put the inventory a little bit. Don't need the egg. That's full. Need signs. I don't need. Let's make that bed that I was gonna make. Go. Bed. Armor. And yeah. But I've been thinking more about the channel and its future. I'd like to thank the commenters and what's in it? I have it written on a note here. Where is? Oh, we wait for the furnace to smelt. And Brawny Man, thanks for watching. There's Shoes and Brawny Man. Really appreciate you leaving comments. Really gives me the drive to keep going, knowing that at least someone out there is actually watching, even though it might be just a little bit. But yeah. Don't have enough iron for anything else. Start going. I want some wood. I can make more on the mine. Like the popular Minecraft song. There's like a song about this. Mine at night, the dark breath. Um, I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but it's actually not as good to mine in mine at. It's actually better to mine at night because mobs will spawn on the surface, thus lowering the server mob cap or like the area's mob cap, and so you'll see less mobs down in the mine. So it is technically better to mine at night, but that's nerd emoji type of fact. So let's see. That's enough wood. Onwards into the mines. It's gonna be a bit scary to get back, but that's what the bed is for. Oh my god, they are massive. The heck? What do they do to the rabbits? Holy. Yeah. Um. Now with I guess with the recap section gone or done, first 8 minutes. I guess I can start. This is the part where I spiral into rambling. Um. But yeah. Oh, that's a spot. I'm gonna go caving. Hopefully we don't die. It's that away. Yeah. I mean, I guess like as a kid, not as a kid, but like I have wondered what it would be like to toil in the mines. Like being a Victorian child forced to go to the mines. And like not to be the like stereotypical like, toxic guy, but like I could do it. I could do it. It'd be pretty fun to go to the mines. Would it be like horrible for my health and probably miserable and would I probably hate it? Yeah, but it's like the feeling that people have when they believe they can fly the plane, where if you ask a guy, most like the majority of them will say that they would be able to land a plane successfully with no prior training. Chicken jockey. Uh, that's not good. Okay. Go get it. Holy feather chicken, feather baby versus skeleton. Who wins? Feather baby wins. Nope. Ow. I'll try to. Oh my god! Look at those there. Get food in my hot bar. All right. Lava here. I thought about it. The lava chicken joke. Nice want you all to know that. But, eh. We continue. Into the cave. Find some diamonds. Go down here. And a site. No one ever. Be a great player would say that. But yeah, like, what do you think? The mines. I think I could do it, you know? Maybe it comes from the fact that I've done a lot of camping, so it's like, it can't be worse. Almost died camping a few times, so you know, how bad could it possibly be? I suspect I'm gonna get lost and have to dig my iron. Okay, we'll worry about that when the time comes. Hopefully this skeletons. So much copper. What the heck? Yes, spyglass. It's fully grown. Let's hope you're full. Oh, it's just okay. Amethyst cluster. Or fully. That's what. There we should be enough. Can come back a later time if need be. I think we go deeper. The deep slate level. But yeah, I'm curious if you're still watching this, if you think you could do it if you were sent back to be a child in the Victorian coal mine. Like, would you be able to do it, or would you tap out? Like, I don't know. What other things did people times? Mine times. That's children. I guess like if you wait a bit, you start entering the becoming one of those like runners for the like cloth business or whatever it was called, where you would like and you would run to like unclog the machines because you had a smaller build. Maybe that. Comment. Redstone survived. Redstone over there. Iron. Iron up there. I have to craft more. I should set up an iron farm actually. Maybe I'll spend the next after I get some diamonds. I'll go get some. I'll go kidnap some villagers. You know, start up. Yeah, kidnap some villagers. Start a farm. A villager trading hall. Up. Thunderstorm? The heck? Someone called Feinberg for the AA run. What the heck? We're like an hour and a half into this world. Dang. Holy. Not let up over. Oh my, it's a super zombie. Look at the health. Holy ow. For those who aren't aware, I don't remember which update was it, but recently, can you quiet down, Thunderstorm? I'm trying to talk here. A few updates ago, they added super zombies that spawn with like a ton more health. So yeah, that's what that guy was. He had like 6 axe crits to the face. It's insane. This. Right, nice bit of iron. Alright, I think it's time to go deeper. Oh, right. It's the devil, I guess. Speak. My god. Light up down here. Down. Yeah, it goes back up. Okay. It's down. Sure. Like it. Does this just wrap around? Yeah, we're going down the devil's butt crack. What could go wrong? Da, 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 da. You know, maybe I'll use that as the thumbnail. The devil's butt crack. Down the devil's butthole. Use a diorite to cover this up. Little. Maybe look up here. Like. Like right there. Okay. There's the thumbnail. Let's go back up. Oh. Nothing here. Didn't go. Not noticed earlier. All right, we're just gonna. Okay, here's the plan. I have a bed. If this opens up, bed clutch. Smile. Lucky. Video, I'm getting back up to this. That's a later me problem. Get this. Speaking about jobs, I always wanted to be a well, let me go through my thought process. I was gonna do a big chunk. As a kid, everyone wants to be an astronaut, right? Like, how cool is that you get to go to space? But recently I was talking to some friends, and the topic of would you go to space or would you go to Mars? Everything behind and go to Mars if you were offered the opportunity, and or rather, if there was a 10% chance that you never made it, would you go? And I thought about it. I weighed cost of the 10%, and I think that it's worth it because you get to go to Mars for one. How cool is that? Like you get bragging rights to be one of the first people to colonize the planet. I love The Martian. Um, and secondly, uh, 10% is not that high. I I I take that deal. I take that deal. My other friend who is also very into space, like, yeah, I take that deal. And so we decided that so we made a pact that if no Mars travel became accessible, very accessible, would go. We would go and we would establish the coolest space fleet Mars you'd ever see. Um, yeah, journey. Lots glow like. Oh, hello, Mister. Do I risk it and go down? You know, as cave divers do, you gotta have risk. Oh, hi friends. Bye friends. That diamond? Is that glow diamond? That glow is diamond. Get me up there. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna take this diamond. 3 diamonds. Diamonds! How exciting. Alright. Here's the plan. Gonna let them shoot him, and then they're gonna fight, and then we're gonna run. Something something, enemy of an enemy is a friend. Um, double zombie. Gonna drop its shovel. Oh my god! Free iron shovel! Uh, my luck's looking up today, I guess. I want another 2 diamond. I can get enchanting. Grab some of that redstone. Um, I have to find my way back up to the surface. Guess I'll make diamond pickaxe. But yeah. Mining like this reminds me of Minecraft server I played on. It was a townie server, but for one of the events they did a alternate world called the Pale World. It had all these crazy modifiers. It had things like all creepers spawn charged. Every mob knows where you are at all times, so they swarm you. Containers of any kind, like chests, stone cutters, that sort of thing. They would explode if you ever interacted with them. And when you were mining underground, like you would have like blindness. It was, you know, I like to, if we go back to the whole Victorian child thing, uh I like to imagine that's what the Victorian children felt, mining away, like strip mining because the caves were too dangerous. Um Getting absolutely demolished by mobs if they ever, I guess in this analogy the mobs would be, the mine owners, but that's a little dark. Oh, pickaxe. Leave this crafting table here for if I ever get back down here. Lol. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I think it'd be nice to go to Mars or the moon. The moon's so barren. Mars has like, I don't know, is you know, for diamonds. Because like the moon's just like dust, you know. It's got like a bit of iron maybe, but Mars, like that's in all the space movies. They make their own like government and military, and then they rival Earth, and then they become separatists. The classic Mars gambit. Um, well, yeah, pretty cool. Maybe it'd be like a survival situation, like the Martian space pirate. How cool is that? Space pirate, like Matt Damon himself, you know. Zombie. Let's see. I'm probably gonna add chapters to this video. First bit probably gonna be talking about um, um talking about the mines, and then I'll add another marker for the going to space. That'd be cool. What do I talk about next? What is there to talk about? Like I thought about writing like a more like podcasty like topics I should talk about, but I felt that wasn't really in the spirit of journaling and really talking through what I'm thinking. And thinking on the spot really. Also, there's the aspect of I don't know if I'd have the time because as I already am, like spending an hour a day. I guess even more, hour and a half because it takes so much time to upload to YouTube, like go through make sure the video is like super exported properly for YouTube. Uh, record the video. I'm just repeating things. I need to slow it down. Record the video. Um, making sure it's suitable for YouTube, so censoring anything I might have leaked. Which usually is nothing, but there's the off chance that I do. And then there's um I have to wait for the video to upload to YouTube itself, and to make sure. I'm a little paranoid like that. Maybe that's like because I'm like a little older, back when devices weren't too reliable, so yeah, hard to just kind of blindly let something go. Gotta keep checking on. Like, what if it stops working? Yeah, what if it runs into an issue? It doesn't get uploaded on time. That'd be a horror. Scary. Um, so yeah. Script. Maybe I'd have moments in the day where I'm like, oh, I should talk about. Which, ooh, I am doing. I did think about Victorian mines today. I guess oh, I guess I can talk about plans for the next for tomorrow. Um, so this section is going to be titled "Plans for Tomorrow," I guess. Um, so for tomorrow, I am going to be watching Moana. Yay, Moana! The live action one, of course. I've heard how bad it is, and you gotta be the judge of things for yourself sometimes. Because what if it's not actually that bad, and it's a charming piece of work that's shot for shot, just like the animated one. And Dwayne the Rock Johnson. But yeah, and then after back to back, right after that, AMC does this thing called Screen Unseen, where they every Monday they have a mystery film that isn't released to theaters yet, and they will screen it. And all they tell you is the movie's rating and the watch time. And sure, there's people that have metagamed it and like figured out what movie it is because there's only so many movies being released a week, and the that and they can easily narrow it down with just the rating and the watch time, because I believe the watch time is pretty accurate. I think it's a double-edged sword, you know, like, oh god, I did not mean to eat there. Oh my god, there's 5 million things here. Get away from me. Get away from me. Hello, Mr. Enderman. Hello, Mr. Enderman. Hello. Okay. I think I'm done with that cave, at least for now. Got the diamonds we need. Onward. How do I get back up? I think it's just gonna be a tunnel up and my new shiny diamond pickaxe. Yeah. Also, I find myself, do you, like, I'm curious because when I dream, I remember all my dreams, and I dream every single night. So it's kind of, sometimes it's kind of hard for me to wake up because it's like, oh, when I get out of bed because I'm like, oh, I gotta go back to the dream, you know, like the plot was getting real juicy. But like that's sometimes a struggle, and I wonder if anyone else has ever felt that. Like I've tried looking online, but I haven't found anyone's account on um just having a dream every single day and remembering it. Um, which also leads into like an interesting, I guess, phenomenon that I've noticed as well for myself, where I can't actually, because when people say close your eyes and imagine, right? Like, or like that test where it's like, can you imagine an apple? And there's like the different levels of like, this is a fully rendered apple, and like some people can see the whole apple and like rotate it and give it color and like all that, but some people can only see the outline, and some, for me, I see nothing. If someone tells me to close my eyes and imagine, I don't like, I can't actually like visually imagine something. But it's strange because I can, like, it feels as if there's like an abstraction layer that makes it so that when I close my eyes and like say imagine an apple, I couldn't, when I close my eyes I see nothing. I can't imagine anything. But my brain can like create these commands, not commands, but it feels like there's a someone in my brain is imagining the apple and then writing down everything, um, like, and then handing me the answers when someone says imagine an apple, and telling, like, if someone asks me like, oh, can you like rotate it? The guy, like the person who can actually imagine it inside my brain will go like, yeah, I can imagine it, but I can't. But me, the conscious me, I can't see any of that. So, yeah, I've never found anyone that shared that similarity. So I am quite curious. Am I just a freak or what? But strangely, like my spatial awareness is right. Like I play games. I could go into a map for the first time and just not get lost. Like it, which translate into real life. Because some people are like, oh, I find it so hard to, like, I'm in a new city. It's so hard to like navigate around. Yeah, I just don't know where I am and I get lost, and I'm like, I just make a mini map. Like as I'm walking around, it feels like I'm discovering the mini map, and that's all I need to know where I am. I imagine the like top down Google view, or if I'm navigating, I just imagine myself in the top down, like in the mini map, and that usually leads me to where I need to go. Go to bed before we reach the surface, right? Daytime. If we die now, it's gonna be bad because spawn point is so far away. I don't need tough. That's tough. Alright. Let's exit. I see on the map that we're at the river level. Light it up properly. Yeah, good enough. Up we go. Oh, there. Daylight. Oh, says that. Daylight. Some video game character says that. Who am I thinking of? What's, it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it. Oh my. I don't know. I don't know. Like someone or some game I play. There's a character that yells daylight. Can't figure out what game. Okay, where the heck am I? Find my house. Without pressing the map button. Well, there's the mountain. I recognize that mountain. Is that my house? That's a ruin. Do I recognize that mountain? Let's find out. Let's go to the top of the mountain. The Finding Lava Classic, if what I mean. Go to the top of the mountain. Take that. Maybe Lux. Maybe the Fiddlesticks. No, Fiddlesticks doesn't say anything comprehensive. Okay. I hate that. That's gonna look so ugly later on, but must get home. Alas. Yeah. Might be for parkour civilization. Like what the heck? Okay. Oh, so loud. What the heck? Chill. Okay. Rabbits are so they're massive. Look how chonky he is. My. I'm noticing my house isn't showing up on the mini map. Um, real bad. I don't remember what coordinates the the house was at. Ah, there's another mountain. Yeah, I'm just rendering that mountain in. It means that's a new mountain, so that can't have been it. I surely haven't gone that far underground. I have Voxies. If I climb to this mountaintop, I'll be able to see. Oh, that's bugged. Oh, no, that's not bugged. I thought that was a Voxy visual bug. It just generated like that. Ow. Let's let's go up there. Okay. Whee. But it's not back. I don't see a mountain back there, so it has to be this mountain. Maybe we're just on the other side of the mountain. Okay, Mister. Side bow, bro. Side. Holy. I wonder if there's an ancient city under there. Those of you who don't know, ancient cities can spawn, or not can, but I don't remember if it's more likely or they're like. I think it's a lot more likely, or like it's a requirement that they need like a big mountain on top of them. Um, no. that in mind when you need an ancient city. Okay. There's a lake over there. See? Maybe over here, just on this side of the mountain. This was. I don't really recognize anything. Oh my. Oh fuck. Found it. Yay. Home sweet home. Ow. Cave. Anyways. Let's just light this up as love to light up the entire area anyways. Let's get this coal this iron cooking. Get some obsidian from that ruined portal to make an enchanting table. I just realized that I don't have sugar cane. Maybe the sugar cane by the lake. Sugar cane by the lake. No sugar cane. Huh. That's unfortunate. Good. Oh, right behind me. I thought that was a try. Oh, affinity. Time to mine obsidian. But yeah. Um. And this riveting gameplay. Mining obsidian. Unsped up mining obsidian. Is that? I think that's sugar cane over there. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, sugar cane. Grab that. Minecraft. Oh. That. I wonder when I should update to 26.2. Soon, I guess. Alright. I should have grabbed a bucket. I have to climb this mountain. That's fine. Just but a small task. Not a beat. But that's a beat. That's there. Bucket. What's the name of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kid? The buckets. Unpopular opinion, but I think the Johnny Depp version is the better one. Have I watched the version? No, but you know, I think the version I watched is the better one. Need some glass. So, Yeah, I did. Boom. Like that. That's tough. That's tough. Time now. I think the real story is don't build at night. That's a real lesson here. Trying to blow up another creeper. We have two buckets actually. Infinite water sword. Good shout and good shout. And trips. Huh. That's another to-do list. Gotta make a way up and down that's faster than going down this mountain every time. Or I could just raise the height level of the entire lake. That could be a although I need like a few topics to talk about while I do that. Uh yeah. I also gotta oh today was also my first like longer creative session where I start doing some of my hobbies. And for today I decided to um play the piano a bit more and uh and for that I it's a bit embarrassing, but as I learned the piano as a kid, and the only song that I ever like, well, I used to know how to play like three songs. I think it was like For Elise, The Entertainer, and Can Can by memory. But now the best I can do is play Can Can like half from memory. And but if I have the like notes, the music sheets in front of me, um, I can I can play the entirety of only Can really, and it's a bit sad. So started the piano. I did a bit of warm up with Can, and um, I recently and I'm trying out some of um the songs in the Stardew Valley music sheet collection, and oh my god, am I chopped! Like I can barely play it in one hand while looking at the notes. So it's gonna be a long practice. You know what they say about practice makes it perfect or something. Now he's gonna wait for that to grow, unless I want to look for. I can run to the other lake. Run to the other lake. Get some more. Go to the other lake and get myself sugar cane. I only need three. I don't want to use those because farm. I'm sure this river. Since you get my first enchanting table topping. So we achieved our goal of getting iron and diamonds. Should get some sand while I'm here. Get some sand for glass. I did not finish the house, unfortunately. Maybe that's what tomorrow will be. 1 hour of collecting resources and building the house. Or I don't want to go deep down because I don't want to ruin the landscape. I am fine with doing crafting table. My because it's useful. Also, like in Minecraft story mode, when people kept complaining like why are there random crafting tables all around the world? Of course there are, bro. Of course there are. I if, in my world, there's gonna be crafting tables everywhere. Just turn over and there'd be a crafting table right there. Bam. You're like, oh no, I don't have any wood. I need to craft something. Bam, crafting table right there. I have enough sugarcane already. I don't even need to do go here. Let's let's go back home, make our crafting table, and enchant our pickaxe. Yeah. Yeah. A tenet of the world. No headless tree. Or no less trees. No trees chopped down fully. I think I might have mentioned that already in the first episode. When I broke that really big oak tree. Actually, I shouldn't. I need to make a farm with them later. Emerald. I'm not going to mine the emerald because um I want it as a building block. I have enough emerald anyway. Not enough. I will have enough emerald if once I get the villager set up. Oh my! I could have clutched. I'm such a expert in Minecraft. What the heck? Set up. Or raid a village. I will get like a bunch of hay bale. Um, yeah. That's uh. Although, yeah. Okay. I did think about like super speed running, getting like enchanted straight to the end game, but I think that's too intense. We're just gonna go nice and slow, one thing at a time every day. Nothing too crazy. Let's make this enchanting table. Leather, obsidian, diamonds, enchanting table. Look at that shiny thing. We'll just go indoors for now. Pickaxe. No one breaking. Well, I'll take it for sure. And our iron game. Okay. Well, that. Um, let's sort through uh, give myself a reminder to set my spawn. That oh, can you only set your spawn when you go to bed? Dang, that's interesting. Okay, well, the sun's setting. I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, leave any questions you might have in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them, and either in the comments and or in the next video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.